Look way across the river, you can see a train going. I just thought it was pretty cool. It's a really nice campground. I mean, I'm at the I'm in Ozark, Arkansas, but real sweet campground. I'd spend a couple days here, rest up, and then move on to New Mexico, because I want to get out there as soon as I possibly can. You know, spend a couple days, just kick back, relaxing before I go into Albuquerque and do the Balloon Fest. But yeah, I'll show you around the campground. It's pretty nice. Okay, this is I'm on the other side, but this is one side. And you can see it's really got some huge, nice pine trees in it. If you look way over there, you see my Subaru, and I met my next door neighbor, Jack. He's a pretty cool dude. So let's go over there and check him out, see what he's doing. Okay, this is my neighbor, Jack, and he's, last night he had some visitors come into camp.
Yeah, I had some little critters come in, and they swiped my bread. I had 2 loaves, one on the table. I had one over here, and about 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning, I heard this awful scuffle out here. And I guess they were fighting over my bread. And anyway, I'm going to feed them the scraps that's left and tie my bread up in a bag and put it up out of the way somewhere.
There you go.
You never know what's going to show up here after dark.
You really don't. And you see little man, he's sniffing everything out. There's my old sniffer right there, but there's my little man. Little man, where you going, baby? Yeah, come on back over here. But anyway, Jack's getting ready to put some tops up.
Yeah, I'm going to put me up some shades here. I got to get my together. And I figured I brought this down here so I can tie this end off here.
Yeah.
And that other end, I'm just going to tie off that tree over there.
Yeah, I think it'll work.
I think it will. That way it'll give me some shade cover if it decides to rain. And I'm going to have this end up, that end down, so the rain will just run right off the back.
There you go.
In theory. That's the
yeah. But anyway, he's a local, and he's in the progress of moving, so he figured he'd stay here for 2 or 3 weeks, and he's got his hammock strung up, and as you can see, there's my Subaru and a Scamp. But look at the size of those pine trees. They are huge, man. But really a super nice campground. I love the shade. It beats the hell out of hot weather, and people are steadily coming in today. But pretty nice campground. $9 a night with my 50% senior discount. But there's my little man again. He's always sniffing, always looking for something. He's my baby boy, but
he's a cute little guy.
But anyway, he's got his tent and this camper right here. He only paid $100 for that camper, so that was a pretty good deal. But
yeah, it's more than paid for itself, I promise.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm just giving you a view of the campground and letting you check everything out and see. But it, you know, if you're near Ozark, Arkansas, it's a Corps of Engineering campground. It's usually $18 a night, but if you have a senior pass or a disabled pass, you can get it for $9 a night, which is a pretty good deal. But I'll show y'all a little bit more later on.
Arkansas.gov and tell them you want to check out sites at Ozark Park.
Okay, yeah. But anyway, there you go. Okay, this right here is my campsite. I'm in D4, but pretty nice. I mean, you got your fire pit over there. It's full of trash, and I got my picnic table, and I got my flagpole, a food pole, or lighting pole, whatever. But I mean, see, it's a real nice campground. I love these big old pine trees they got. But you know, pretty nice setup. Got bathrooms here, got showers, but pretty nice. I learned something though. I didn't know you could do it, but I cut my refrigerator on yesterday, and apparently I hit the DC side of it too, you know, the red and green, and it killed my battery overnight. So I tried to get everything working again, and finally I figured, hey, I need to go check that, and sure enough, I'd put it on battery and AC, so it killed the battery. But I cut the DC switch off for the refrigerator, and she started working again and charged the battery up and everything. But I got a new voltmeter, and I was trying to figure out how to use that, and my neighbor even came over and helped me And I even called a boy out in New Mexico, and he tried to walk us through it, but apparently there's something's wrong with the voltmeter, because I just couldn't get it to work. But anyway, when you go to cut your refrigerator on, make sure you don't hit the battery, the DC button too, because that's what I did. And I guess just running that refrigerator for a couple hours off my DC battery, it killed the battery. So I had to wait all night, charge my battery back up, and hopefully it'll last, you know. Hopefully I didn't burn the battery up. I don't know. I might stop at Napa and give them check the battery, because it's a brand new Napa battery. I just bought it like 6 months ago. But it seems like it's always something. I mean, you're always dealing with something. But anyway, I'm just going to kick back today, and we'll have a cookout tonight. Matt's coming back over, and we'll cook up some steaks and just enjoy. And I'm going to try to get a video out today and get me a nice shower and just kick back and relax, enjoy the scenery. But overall, real nice campground for the price. You can't beat it. I like these COE campgrounds, because I mean, with my past $9 a night and showers and electricity and water, you just can't beat that price. So they make a book just on COE Engineering Campgrounds, and it's real helpful because it's got a map in it for each state. It's got little dots where each COE campground is, and as you're traveling, you just mark ahead where you're going and make reservations. Making reservations was a little bit hard because this COVID stuff. They've kind of like changed everything. And I also found out you have to stay a minimum of 2 nights, because I only wanted to stay here 1 night, and the man said, well, I got to charge you for 2 nights. And I was like, well, I'm only staying 1 night. So he said, well, we might be able to refund. You'll have to call back tomorrow. So I'm just staying an extra day and, you know, take it from there. But anyway, just giving y'all an update, because I got 700 miles to make it to Santa Fe, New Mexico, because that's where I'm headed. I'm going to meet up with Jamie and socialize with him for a couple of days. I'm going to head down to Albuquerque. And I've been thinking about joining Welcome Boondockers, because for $50 for the year, like when I'm at Balloon Fest, I don't want to go into Albuquerque. I want to leave my the Scamp out, you know, outside of Albuquerque, because Albuquerque is not a real safe town. And I figure, you know, I found a campsite on Welcome Boondockers, and I can stay at their house for 3 days, and it's, you know, it's like 40 miles from Albuquerque, and just drive the Subaru and to watch a Balloon Fest. Plus, I also figured out staying at their house, I might be able to see them over the mountains in the background. So I might check that out. Anyway, it's called Welcome Boondockers. It's $50 for the year, and you have like 3,000 people that'll let you use their driveway, or let you use their field, or use their yard. And some of them supply with AC and water, and then some of them are just, you know, dry camping. But, you know, $50 a year, I mean, you figure campground is about $30 a night. So 2 nights at campground, you done paid for something that you can use all over the country. And what you do, you just call the people in advance, and you ask them if they're available, and if you can camp there, you tell them what camper you have, and if you got pets and all that BB stuff. And if they either say yes or no, and then, you know, you're good to go, you set up. So anyway, it's basically boondocking, but sometimes you'll have, you know, electric and water. But anyway, I figured I'm gonna check it out and just go with it and see how it goes. Well, getting ready to have a cookout. Got a couple steaks we're cooking, and my buddy Matt here, I met him last year when I was here for 9 days. He's the one who brought me a cup of coffee and said, how you doing? So I figured I'd give him a buzz when I got here. So anyway, we get ready to cook a few steaks. Let me show you these steaks we got going. Okay, those are steaks, ain't they? Look pretty? Yeah.
There you go.
And this is my buddy Matt. Say hey, Matt. There you go. And that's my little portable stove I carry with me. I only paid $21 for it, but it works real good. And then we're gonna have baked beans and grilling potatoes or something like that. And of course, you got a little man right there. He's waiting to cooking, but that's what I'm gonna do tonight. Cook the steaks up and kick back, enjoy, and have a good meal and just relax. And there you go, 2 steaks, beans, and vegetables. What you think about that? Some good eating tonight, so kick back and eat good, drink a few, just kick back and chill. Little man, he's waiting for the food to be cooked. He's right down there, right up under, waiting on him. Ye old smelling, old snippy. Oh man. All packed up, getting ready to head to Texas by nightfall. Had a pretty good time here at this camp, pretty nice. But if you're enjoying my travels, give Give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.